South Africa, famous for its rugby, the Springboks, Nelson Mandela, its beautiful landscapes and women, my girlfriend's South African, but more importantly, its dried meat, Biltong and droevos. I'm so sorry if I've completely butchered that. Join me today as we are going to make our own Biltong box. So, as you can see here, I ordered a glue gun, some metal hooks, some mesh, 2 USB PC fans, a plug, and 2 cylindrical wooden poles, as well as the box. All are very easy to find online and actually quite cheap. In the Biltong boxes that I've seen that hundreds of people have built online, I've seen that people have drilled holes in the box and kind of slatted the cylindrical wood through those holes. I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to cut a couple of these, mount them inside the box, and then these cylindrical pieces of wood will just sit nice and flush on top. I know not everybody has such a great workshop like this, neither do I. That's why I'm at my mate's. Now, here's just a reminder to say that you don't need this amazing workshop to make something like this. It is super easy, you only need a couple of tools, and it's actually quite fun to make.
And of course we're using food grade screws.
So if, like me, you had no idea where to get some cylindrical wood from, I just brought 2 broom handles. So I'm going to cut them into length now for the Biltong box. I'm going to have 4 slats. Okay, we've encountered our first problem, and that is when we put this on top of our wooden slats, the lid doesn't close. So, again, my mate's got a good workshop, so we're just going to sand it down.
On the other hand, like we just loosen these screws and move the wood down a tiny bit. We don't need to do this.
No, too much effort.
That's how I do it.
So we decided to go with Peter's method of lowering the wood, because it's too much. But don't tell him that I agreed to this.
Beautiful.
Lovely. So now it's time to drill the ventilation holes. We've gone with 7mm holes. We're going to do them all at the bottom of the box here. And then the way that we're going to put our fans on is to make the airflow suck out. So air intake here, air outtake there.
Lovely!
So there's going to be drippage from the meat when it dries. So we don't want the holes too close to the bottom, otherwise it will drip out.
Too low.
What did I say?
Too close to the bottom.
Same thing. 14. Remember, slowly. Yes, be very slow, otherwise you risk splitting the box. Now you can see here that I am preparing the mesh for our box. Now putting mesh on a Biltong box is crucial for creating a hygienic, controlled environment for curing the meat. It also serves 2 main purposes, keeping pests out and allowing proper airflow. So I'm super paranoid about insects getting into the Biltong box. So what I'm doing here is lining up another piece of mesh just to double mesh this to make the holes a little bit smaller. Okay, now it's time for the lid. So I am just going to mark out where we are going to put the 2 USB fans. So again, my mate has all the tools. So we are using a Sterret brand hole hole maker drill thing.
Hole saw.
The hole saw. That's going in, I like that.
Like a true professional.
Here's an interesting fact about the Jacobs chuck as I do this.
I would say it's the most common type of chuck.
I've just been given this. I've never ever in my whole life seen this or know exactly what it is. Apparently it's called a chamfering tool, and it's to get rid of all the little plastic around the edge.
It also separates man from animal.
And it separates man from animal. Grace, when you woke up this morning, did you think that you would be chamfering something? So we're just going to glue some mesh to the underside of the lid as well to make sure that there's no creepy crawlies that can get in here.
And again, food grade screws.
Everything will be sterilized. Why is that making noise? That should not be making noise.
There's probably some unbalance here in the...
Yes, as Peter said there is a little bit of an unbalance, and that's what's causing the noise. If you do hear that, then just loosen the screws a little bit and those fans should be silent again. So the box is now done. One final thing to do is just to check the airflow, and we will do it like this. Okay, please don't try this at home. We were a little bit stupid and nearly set off the fire alarms. Set a little fire, turn this off, make the fire go out. And there we can see air going in. So there we have it, our Biltong box, all done. Join us next time and we're going to put some meat in it.